All right, so I've been waiting for this video to come out. Obviously, it's Faze Jev talking about Faze Clan is over. Faze Clan is over. That's kind of crazy, but yeah, he's the only one, and I think Scope just posted like a day or two ago. They haven't said anything after everybody's left.
All right, what's going on, guys? It's Jet back here over on some more Elden Ring. So in the
As
last
always,
video, I put my way through this Castle Ensis area. Okay. All right, what's going on, guys? It's Jet. As you guys pretty much have seen, Faze Clan is over. Faze Clan ended. It's gone.
But like everybody's already seen that. And he's the only one that's taken like 3-4 days to respond after seeing everyone tweet that they left and they made their videos.
It's done. So where to start? So on the 25th, all of the guys that were recruited for, I guess, like the new restructuring thing, I guess we could call it, they ended up dropping the majority of people, which I already made a whole video on that, and I felt a certain type of way, but I had hopes for like all the new guys and stuff like that. And I mean, ultimately, it seems like they've been very successful. From what I understand, everyone's popped off. So Faze, as you know, the company and the logo and just the name in general, still does its thing. Back in the day when you joined Faze, that was basically your ticket into turning this whole like internet thing, especially at that time gaming wise, into an actual career. And back in 2014, Apex
everyone dreamed of getting into Faze, bro.
Gave me a chance and everything, and ever since that point my life had changed. And over the years, as time went on, there's been a whole lot of different like iterations and versions of Faze, and just the way that the internet is in general, the way content is, there's all sorts of different eras. It's not just the Faze eras, it's like the internet eras as well, and things change over that time. But for Faze, it was always important for them to at least keep a hold of some people that still represented the original idea. So I always just, you know, stayed in the team, mostly out of respect for everybody, regardless of all like the controversies and
I don't know what other Faze member, but I think Jev is the only one that stays out of all the bullshit. That's why people respect him so much. He just sticks to his own channel, he makes his own videos, stays out of all the Faze shit. I feel like he's already said many times too, he doesn't like to travel, he doesn't like to go places, it's not that he doesn't like meeting up with the Faze members, but it's just not his style. He'd rather stay home and play his own games and make his own videos, which is why he's very well known for that and is highly respected because of it.
Whatever other crazy stupid shit everybody's getting involved with. This is why I don't do any of this business stuff. I don't really give a fuck about none of that. It was always about gaming in the end for me. So it was mostly out of respect for people like, especially Apex as well. Rain as well is another big, what I consider like a mentor.
Yep, the OGs.
Now that said, just because I stayed in the team out of respect for them and everything, things got very messy there anyway though. Because it was never, eventually it got so weird and murky with people selling or stealing the company or whatever. I don't even understand, dude. I'm having journalists hit me up and shit asking me like.
Another thing, I saw Apex's video saying that unless he gets a cease and desist letter that he's going to keep using the name. I'm wondering if they signed some sort of, well, obviously there must have been some sort of contract, if you remember what happened with Tfue.
This is about me and this contract.
But to keep their name like on their YouTube channels and all platforms, you know, and what kind of legality issues can come with it.
Hey, is this accurate? Aren't you the fucking journalist? I have no idea. In this whole like YouTube space, like I got friends, but everybody knows, like anybody that knows me, they could probably say the same kind of situation. Like I'm not that close to a lot of people. I keep to myself. I do my own thing. Right. I live my own life. And that was my goal at the end of this whole thing anyway, was to just do as much as I possibly could through gaming and gaming only. And that's it. So once all these bigger deals started coming in, content houses started getting made. I visited the Faze house once, but everything was still like mainly gaming and stuff. There was like vlogs.
Yeah, I think that was like 2015 though. That's more than 10 years ago.
And stuff, but it was still based around gaming mostly. And then it veered like even further away from that, which is completely fine. But at that point, like I'm just not really, that's not really my space. I don't really care. So I've always been like at least arm's distance from virtually every single person in Faze and anybody else. I mean, if it makes anyone feel any better, I do that with everybody. It's not specific to Faze, but I don't want to travel the world. I don't want to make like 5 million fucking friends. I don't want to make business partners and shit like that. I don't do business. I really don't. I got the one sponsor with G Fuel because I actually drink it, and past that, I really don't look for anything else. Any sponsorship and business related stuff that I would take or undergo or create or something, I have no will to create anything. There's a whole lot of people that are telling me.
I feel like he doesn't even need it, to be honest. He's set. He pulls like 300K views a video and he uploads daily. So I don't even think he needs another sponsorship, to be honest. He's set for pretty much life.
Oh, dude, just take over Faze Clan and start recruiting people and turn the ship around and stuff. Dude, even if I could do that, I don't want to do that. I don't want to be a leader. I would genuinely, I'm not joking, I would rather be a part of a group and not be the leader and lose than be the leader and win. I don't want to lead. I don't want to lead so much so that I would rather lose under somebody else's leadership. Don't want to lead. I don't want to be responsible. I don't want to create something that other people could potentially depend on.
And yeah, that's
I don't
respectable.
want to do it. I don't have the passion for that kind of thing. I got the passion for what it is that I do specifically, and that's it. So people are asking, am I leaving Faze? Am I staying in Faze? I didn't really know how to explain it, but you can't leave a team that is literally over. It's done. It's gone. You can't leave a team that doesn't exist. I'm making that sound like it's dramatic or like a bad thing. In truth, of all the ways that this could have ended, it's not that bad. It's actually kind of perfect for a lot of the people here that are involved with Faze, especially behind the scenes and stuff.
It's probably why he waited to give a response like this. He just wanted to see if it was truly over, and then he could just, you know, instead of saying he left, you just say the clan is dead.
It seems like a whole lot of people have a whole lot of like,
which is crazy to say about Faze. They've been around for a long time.
Conversations and contract splits. By the way, I just have to note this here. Under the entire time that I was in Faze, I'm like 99% positive I never even saw a contract anywhere. I never even saw a contract. I was never asked of anything or like a percentage of anything. This is also through all of the time of like them selling and like having like new leadership or whatever, whoever's owning it. I have never been approached by the original leaders. I've never been approached by the new owners of any of these with a contract. I have never been approached, period, about a contract.
That's cool. I mean, everybody just respects him as a Faze member then, and he didn't have to deal with none of the percentage takes like he just said. That's actually really dope. So he can, I'm pretty sure he could just keep using the name if he wanted to.
The very beginning, it's no strings attached. The most organic membership you could possibly have. I didn't get signed to Faze. I joined Faze, and I stayed. That's it. I didn't get signed to shit. A lot of people go and look at these organizations like they're getting signed to like some sort of NFL team or some shit like that.
Right.
You guys look at this space like it's way more professional than it actually is. I don't think you guys recognize, well, maybe you will, how shitty this entire like esports / organizational stuff is. I
feel like because they went through different owners, they do approach like the newer members with contracts and stuff. I mean, obviously look at Tfue and...
Hey, this is not cool. This is fucking bullshit. This is fucking bullshit.
I'm sure there's been many other members that get percentages taken out of their income by getting signed to Faze. Obviously, I think all the older members, like he said, they just join and they get to use the name and everybody just knows that they're in Faze, but there's nothing ever signed and dotted on a line, you know, on a paper saying that, hey, we're going to take this much and this much and this much.
It's messy as fuck, and most of it was ran by literal kids back in the day. People have no idea what the fuck they're doing, and I'm not just talking about Faze either. Faze's reputation has been in the gutter for I don't even know how long. I was on
up and down.
Upward trajectory as is already, and Apex found me, saw me, kept an eye on me, and eventually ended up recruiting me to the team, which sent my momentum into a whole other stratosphere at the time. And now today, I have over 5 million subscribers. I can go and post and upload anything and everything that I want. I've uploaded over 4,000 videos, hundreds well before I even joined Faze. I could say without a doubt, like I am in just such a good headspace, just healthy. I have a really good way of like reframing it and stuff. And over the years, I'm happy it's taken this long to really get here because I'm not really sure how I would have handled it, you know, a few years back or whatever. But I think that it ending like this, I think this is one of the cleanest ways possible. You know, wipe our hands clean of this whole thing. Here's to the future, you know? That said, all that's basically going to change on my channel is a grand total of 2 things. My name on YouTube and my bio on Twitter. And I think that's it. So all I'm going to do is change 2 things on the channel. Nothing in the content is changing whatsoever. A lot of people already say they don't consider me a part of Faze or whatever, blah, blah, blah. But regardless, overall, Faze means a lot of different things to a whole lot of different people. And maybe some people are just going to tune out whenever they hear that. They don't really know what that means. But I
think what he's saying is too, like the people that he was close to in Faze is what mattered more than the actual name, you know, because like he just said, that's what sent him into a whole different environment with YouTube. Back then, if you wanted to be in Faze, that was like exactly like he said, a ticket to being a content creator.
Idea of Faze to me had a lot more to do with like the original gaming stuff and the entire like culture around that. All the flexing and shit, regardless of how much money I've made over the years, has never really been my thing. I understand that that's like super entertaining for a whole lot of other people and that's what Faze is to them, but for me, that's not really what it was. So everybody's got their different ideas of Faze, but I just want to thank every single person in Faze throughout all the years, whether we interacted a lot or did it. I'm proud of you guys. Those of you I remember, those of you who I don't, those of you who I don't even know if you were ever in the team or not, I don't even know. I've been distant for so long. I mean, I paid attention to it. No, I still know generally what's going on. I'm on the internet all the time. It's not like, you know, I'm sitting around on some boat or some shit. I'm sitting here gaming and I'm on the internet. I see it. I know. You know, I've talked to Apex. I've talked to Rain. I've talked to other people in the team, Scope as well. Yeah, it seems like everybody is just ready. So that's me touching on the Faze thing. I don't have any tea. I'm not throwing anybody under the bus. I ain't saying no names, none of that shit. I don't know anybody. I can't speak on none of that. I just hope the best for all of you, and a lot of you guys managed to get out of all that evil ass money shit, because that shit is poison, man. Genuinely it is. Now watch me absolutely slam Mesmer in this boss fight.
Well, I guess that's it. Another thing too is that nobody has said, I don't think they can say why everything happened. Like, way to go into 2026, man. There's no explanation whatsoever as to why everybody left and why it just all of a sudden came crumbling down in 2-3 days time out of nowhere, you know? But I guess we're gonna get that response soon. At least I hope so, because Faze is a really big deal, you know?
When are we gonna have the intros?